Desert Treasure 2 has been completed, and Forestry has been avenged. Our gear has been upgraded significantly, and many new bosses are on the horizon. Cerberus, Araxor, Hydra, Yama, Vardorvis, Theater of Blood, Tombs of Masket. With just a few things left to pick up, the endgame is right around the corner, alongside some of the most dangerous combat tasks on the diary, which are much closer than you might expect. It's time to start Arc 3 of the Hardcore Grandmaster. Well, first thing we're doing after the quest is claiming these. I think we know what skill they're all going on. 100k, 100k, 100k. I'll happily take my 82 prayer. And now it's matching Herblore. Caught back up. I'd like to buy my quest point cape. That is fine. And it's, I think, one of the only capes where it's option 1 to confirm. I think I've got to do this right in front of him. Oh, yeah. Quest cape on the Hardcore Iron Man. Elite task on the Lumberjack diary. So there's 3 steps I have left to do on this. We have 76 Runecrafting, so 71 plus 5. 83 plus 5 smithing, and I could just do that now, honestly. So that's going to be one of the next things we work on. So now I ask you guys, what would I, a cold one, do next? Would I start working on smithing? Would I start working on runecrafting? Would I start working on the dragon warhammer, which I said was after the quest cape? Or would I shirk my duties and go right to fucking chambers? I would never do that. No, not in a million years. I would never. I got 71 wood cutting. Worth. Do we get the 3-shot, please? Yeah, we got the 3-shot with the bone claws. And nothing. Wow, I really got nothing. All right, so I don't want to farm this boss out, but I'm gonna kill a couple just for fun, since I'm closing out stream right now. Just a couple, for funsies. Yeah, I love this change. The fact that you can just, like, stack up potions now. They persist after the kill as long as you don't leave is so nice. First non-quest Duke kill for...
Combat task completed.
Duke Sucellus, Adept. Alright, I'm gonna do the mirror image one. We have to attack him at the same tick constantly. That should do it. Mirror image. Nice, I got an extender too. And first ever super combat potion. Alright, that's my little fun. I don't really want to grind this more until I have Noxious Halley, Oath Plate, and yeah, Emberlight's the other thing. Fun though, just I want more stuff before I grind it. Alright, time for the first grind I mentioned, and what better place to start than Here's a Gothics with max quest points. There we go. Easy PB for... yeah. Now back to the minigame. Did you guys know that I had a lantern this whole time? Yeah, I might have forgot to. Whoops. Oh, there's the first level. There's the second level. Oh, look. Mining level. Fun fact, even with Entity Hider, you still see this ridiculous emote. And there's a big one! Base 70s and 1900. And there's the level I needed. We finished up this game, we got a lot of points stocked up. And I think with the pearls in my bank, I'm gonna get a piece of the eye remnants, or whatever the hell it's called. Alright, so I had 38 pearls left over. On average, it's 2 per pull. So as long as I don't get shafted, we should get enough for the boots. Quote-unquote ooh! Where were you during Morning's End Part 2? Oh, I'm definitely pissing people off today with this one. Oh, I didn't quite get the pearls I needed, but that's what I can do with this spare lantern. I forgot. Gotta talk. Hang on. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, take this. Give me, like, yeah, 100 pearls. Perfect. Thank you. All right, which one do I get to buy here? 250, 250, 350. Well, I guess my options are kind of limited, but yeah, there's one piece of it. And now with my 71 runecrafting, we're all set up to do some orange spices for that Lumberjack Elite. Alright, first things first, there's like 1,000 mithril bars burning a hole in my bank, so we're gonna screw through all of them before we head down to Giant's Foundry. Here's the spoils of my work. But now the rest of the smithing grind I want to do with Giant's Foundry, since I don't lose as much money compared to buying gold ore, and I don't really have a lot of it to start with, and I would need a lot of money to afford it, and Giant's Foundry is a lot cheaper, and I can deal with that. There is, however, a grind that does give me money that is on the list of things to do, so let's talk about that for a second. Before I start actually putting a lot of time in the chambers, there's a crucial item I've yet to get my hands on, the Dragon Warhammer. Being able to significantly lower the defense of certain monsters is vital to a lot of grinds. It is outclassed by the Elder Maul, but that's a mega rare from chambers itself, and the Warhammer's drop rate was dropped from 1 in 5,000 to only 1 in 3,000, much less time to acquire on average. There's a couple different ways you can grind out a Dragon Warhammer. You can passively go for it by unlocking Lizardman Shamans as a Slayer task, and enjoy the Slayer Helm bonus. You could also use the Singles Cave to have an easier time with the Barney's smaller detonation radius, or you could post up in the canyon with a cannon for faster kills per hour. There is, however, a fourth method, one that does go against the integrity of the Iron Man game mode, and that's red X stalling the Lizardmen in the canyon with alts. The method is relatively easy to set up. You position one alt for the eastern spawn with any item on the ground here. Kill the shaman however you see fit, and move to pick up the item, and as you're about to pick it up, open an interface such as your house settings to generate a red X stall. This will cause the shaman to just stand there, even though you're not directly in combat with it. Your second alt will do the same thing, but in the northwest with its respective shaman here. You will also want to grab the attention of the southwestern shaman before doing so, and keep him hugged just behind the structure. This now allows you to fight them without having to use any supplies, so long as you fight them at long enough range. And wouldn't you know it, the Eclipse Atlattl's max range happens to be just enough to work. Personally, I think this method really shouldn't be a thing, but it's been around for years, and it has not been patched by Jagex in any way, even though they've known about it. And being able to save on prayer potions, super anti-poisons, it's a no-brainer to use it if you've got the means to do so. However, this one honestly crosses the ethics line for me, and I would never even think about, I hate my life. Why do I need a new keyboard? This is bullshit. I just got my Dragon Warhammer. Help me record that.
Yay!
Actually,
Big uppies.
huge for the program.
The program is swelling.
I was in a voice chat with a couple of friends, and I just had this up, and they were like passively watching it. They're gonna be pissed when I come back and see there's just a hammer in my inventory now.
They're gonna call hacks.
Oh, well, that's the loot from like 700 shamans. Back to smithing, and this process of me getting rid of all of my hard-earned money, and that should be all the metal I need to get my smithing level. And as punishment for spooning the crap out of a Dragon Warhammer and not getting to farm all the alkables from Lizardman Shamans, I am broke once again. Now, Mythic begins. We have this much cash left, and when we're done, we should get like 2 or something mil back. That's 80 smithing. Hi, me again. I think I might be a gigantic idiot. I've just looked up the smith set on the wiki, and I thought it only worked for regular smithing. Apparently it works here too, and I've had no idea. Well, there's 3 pieces, and I know you can put these on these, so yippee. Silly me didn't know. Haha. Reading wiki is incredibly hard. Alright, I've been told to make another sword, even though we've hit the level goal, and I might have overbought a little bit. So I need to get these out of my bank because I've invested money into them, and I need to get my cash back. But I do have the level +5 to make this thing you need for Lumberj Elite. I don't think this is entirely a waste because this is not too far away. Like once I got Rancor, once I got Emberlight, the other Synapse thing, the staff, this is on the menu. I get EXP per hour, 220k. We're not doing this as optimally as I'd like to. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I reset my PC to fucking line up Vanguard again to play ARAM. I'm like, oh yeah, OBS is running. And then I look down below my client, it's not there, and I look at my taskbar, it's closed. I'm like, oh, well, now there's just no clip of me getting this, so I got it through illegitimate means, apparently.
Take a screenshot of the clog and then overlay it over like a clip of Faker playing Summoner's Rift and then pretend that's you on ARAM.
This is just like more proof as to like why you should never play League of Legends. Nothing good ever comes out of it.
Yeah, just f***s you regardless.
It was not worth the earths. Finally, through all of the hammers and the axes, it's almost over. Alright, she's done. Have my sword, and I believe I should have enough to buy this too. I have never made use of this thing in my entire life, but this plus smiths might be good for cannonballs. I'm gonna try it out. I can also buy this. So buying a little bit more than what I needed wasn't that bad, because now we've got a stew boost for this. I only have a stew boost for this. This is a +4. Pretty good. Out of the 5 mil we spent, we got 3.6 back. Not bad. There it is. Alright, now we just have to get there in time. Water Altar, go. Should not tick down. That's the first time I've boosted my stats in God knows how long. And craft the runes, please don't. And Beautiful. So I don't have to go back and buy another Korvax grog. I'm gonna wait until it naturally just drops down. I'm at the anvil, make an addy plate body, and there's just one step left. And same as before, we're gonna wait for it to tick down, and we're gonna slap on preserve immediately, so we get 90 seconds of leeway to chop one magic log. Oh, I get a whole 3 minutes then. I'm so glad that I had 71 woodcutting from all the ice demons, because even 90 seconds wasn't enough to get a magic log with 3 ticking. This is insane. Please, don't make me stew again. Don't do it, man. I see the problem. Nice, second try, and that's the diary done. We're not going to talk about how I thought I had a rune axe in my inventory. We're not going to talk about it at all. And if we talk to this guy, we get our long-awaited reward. The Lumberge Elite Diary Ring for 30 alks at Necreals. Force, 50 prayer experience treat. And most importantly, no more f***ing ramen staff. We're about to get 2 bank slots unlocked right now. For whatever reason, there were ramen branches in my bank. I thought I needed them for something. I don't. Sad to see you go, but one last time. And now you're gone. Never mind. Upon further inspection, this only works on anvils. Alright, now, I got this hammer yet, and I haven't broken it in. And it feels really bad to have not broken it in yet, so we're going to break it in. I also don't want to be sending, too many of these, because I'm still on Rune Pickaxe, and we haven't done Calify Queen grind yet. And that, I kind of want to save until the Slayer updates out, because we're getting one where you can have a block list for every master, and that's super sick. So, part of me doesn't really want to get involved with Slayer until that drops, and supposedly it's within a month's time. So a month of chambers, it sounds good to me. We'll stack up the herbs, we'll close that gap to 90 herblore so we can pie boost for super venoms and all that other good stuff. We'll jump out and do other things too. I think I'll still be doing some Slayer if I just don't feel like doing raids, so I'm still having some form of horizontal progression. But right now, I want to break in my hammer. I want to go hit Tekton in the face. The first one's guaranteed to land. Second one, on the other hand, is not guaranteed. This should be significantly faster, or we're using a bone dagger to reduce its defense, though. At the moment, it looks like that's not the case. All right, so we got one hit in. Excellent. Not really noticing that much of a difference here, although we're still using a zombie axe as our crush weapon, so that might have something to do with it. We're just standing there. I didn't snare him or anything. He's just sitting there, menacingly. All right, bye. I didn't want to mess with you either. First spec is obviously a miss. Ah, yes. Dragon Warhammer, how I missed you. Well, the first landed, it's a 71. That's a big one. And we are not rewarded. Not that way, anyway. We are rewarded in that way. Rewarded in the way where we're not having our herbs being converted into seeds, which is nice. All right, now we're going to tick this on, since we have a Warhammer. I might regret this, but we're going to give it a spin. All right, so hit a total of 1 time. Very good. Maybe this isn't the best idea, even with a Warhammer. But all that into prayer actually played off really well here, because, for anyone who didn't know, once you get 82 prayer, this starts working better. You get your 1 prayer point back 1 tick sooner, and that matters for Vespula a lot. Alright, we'll not be doing that again. It torches the hell out of my stamina potions just way too much. I have to use 2 doses on this room, so I'll just simply not be doing CMs until much later. But that regen does matter a fair bit. It helped out a lot. Hit an Ancestral Top with Blue Moon is going to look so gross. Woo! First hammer of the CM is, to no one's surprise, a miss. Alright, that wasn't that bad, but I don't think I'm doing these again for a while because of Vespula. Not even a kit or a dust or anything, but oh, what is this, man? We at Jagex want to make sure that less seeds come into the game. Thanks, man. Challenge mode's now going to go off. Something a little different. I'm going to set the scaling. +5. Now it's time to get started on the Chambers grind. As I'm sure it's no secret, I want to grind out a Twisted Bow. It trivializes a lot of content in the game, and also makes completing many combat achievements that much easier. And after the release of Doomsay's, primarily the speedrun time, I'm convinced it's all but required to even obtain a Zuck helmet. In short math, it's about 1 in 1,000 raids on average to obtain one. This is going to be a long grind, and while what I'm about to tell you might sound asinine, hear me out. I plan to complete the Twisted Bow grind by doing raids scaled to 1+6, meaning it's designed for 7 players, but I'll be earning 100% of the points. This is not to be confused with mega scale boosting, where you stand idle and have others complete the raid for you while you reap all the rewards and get a purple 50% of the time. I'll be doing all the dirty work myself. A normal solo will give you on average 30,000 points. The scaled raids that I do will award 120 to 140,000 points, depending on layout. While it takes almost the same amount of time to complete 4 normal raids as it would one of these, there are many benefits that follow from doing so. The main one is supply consumption. Depending on your layout, one normal raid could use 2 to 5 brews, especially that higher end if you've got a Muddadile and not much in the way of tanking. But in a scaled raid, it can range from 2 Karambwans and a prayer potion if the raid starts on Guardians or Shamans, to 2 brews, and 2 restores if it starts on Mystics. On average, this saves 60 to 70% of my brews used for this. And since next might actually be on the table as well due to Doom's speedrun time, this is a really big difference maker. After the first boss room, I can make as many potions as I please, so that's all we need to really prepare for. There is one supply that isn't really saved, and that's stamina potions. As I'm sure you can imagine, all meant for 7 people and 4 times the hit points of its solo counterpart might take a lot of run energy to manipulate. Since I'm an Iron Man, I can't have an alt fairy in an inventory of potions and leave the CC. I'm limited to what I enter with, so this means running damageless Olm for the entire fight. As I break myself into doing these again, you'll notice the amount of stamina doses being used gradually start to decrease, and match the amount I'd use for 4 solo raids. Thankfully, this is the only place in the game where I actually need to use this potion, so it's not really a problem. And now the big reason for doing these, the drop rate. A normal solo raid gives you roughly a 1 in 28 chance of hitting a purple, while these can range from 1 in 6 to 1 in 8. Knowing all I have to do is roll a 6 on a dice is massive for the dopamine receptors. And to make sure you experience it too, this video won't be ending until the next purple happens. Now this is where the 1+6s actually begin. Ignore this guy, he's not here. He just wants to hang out and bolster his raid, Casey. That's all he wants to do. Nothing more, nothing less. I'll be the one doing the raid, don't worry. He's just gonna hang out. Oh, look. All these mystics are just here. I think I will stand here and attack them. Nice, I'm getting the nerd warning. Hey, you've been playing for a while. Maybe you should take a break. Shut up. Let me ruin my life in peace, thank you. Alright, so, 13 minutes of hell. I have all my seeds, and I have 13,000 points, and Coleman's just gonna stand there and look pretty. Now, fun part of this raid, the farming segment. I cannot put them in the shared storage anymore. So, big downside to this. I can't use this to have just a gorillion potions in there. I gotta do some shuffling with this with only 60 slots. I could have Coleman come over here and build it, but I'm not gonna bother. We'll just have fun with 60. So I have to do this. I have to, like, shuffle around everything. I think I need... We'll do, like, 3 more restores, and that definitely covers me. Then just the rest brews. I have to do a lot of tanking in Muddadile and a lot of tanking in Tightrope, so... It looks like a ridiculous amount of brews, but for later, they're really nice. It kind of needed. Okay, now I have all these supplies to barrel through Tightrope and Muddadile, and then I'll have a little bit left over for Olm. For Olm, we don't need that much. So this is what the cold one is for. Gonna run on in there, round up all of them, and he's gonna try and get them all into a specific area. And that'll work. So now they're off in that corner and they're all stacked up for little me to throw some chins at, me and my tiny stack of chins. It appears though I will not have thralls for this raid. Yeah, here you go. Here's how I'm making use of the chins. Yeah. Okay, so they haven't fixed this yet. If you relog when you have raid potions in your private storage, they vanish. They disappear. They're gone. Nice. I could run back and pick them all up again, but I also want to go grab the thrall runes, because I'm not really keen on doing a 1+6 Olm without thralls. I'm really not up for that. So we're going to mulligan this one because I do have another layout scouted. Alright, so when I'm doing a scaled crab room, I actually want to make sure that Cold One 100% isn't here anymore. Because if he's logged in, it treats the raid as a duo, and then the crabs are stunned for less time. So even though this is scaled up to 7, this room counts for physical players in the raid to determine how long they get stunned for. So if you're the only one left in a scaled up raid, they have their vanilla stun timers. We're going to learn about a couple of new pieces of tech here. Please come back over here, sir. So I want to bring Muddadile as far away from the tree as possible here. When Muddadile wants to eat the tree, it will try moving towards it for 12 game ticks, or we'll just say 12 spaces. So you want at least that much gap between the Muddadile and the tree. This isn't going to be as feasible when Mama, like, emerges and tries to get vengeance on her baby that we have just brutally taken out of the game. But we want it over there for when it tries to get to the tree. At 50%, it will go there, so 500 HP. It will start going over there. And since this layout doesn't really facilitate any way to block Muddadile from getting to the tree, even these tiles you can't walk on, so these roots don't get trapped, you have to resort to this if you want to, like, skip it. So see, she just, like, kind of gave up going for it right there. If I attack her again, she'll start the second. They'll attempt to go to the tree 3 times. After that, they won't bother anymore. There you go. I don't want to hit it too much just in case I start like the 3rd one early. That's a 2nd, and then now we bring it over for the 3rd. And now she won't go for the tree anymore. She's attempted 3 times and has failed all 3 times, so we can just throw some darts and get it done. Unfortunately for the mama, it's not really as reasonable to do it over here because you're probably going to have a bad time, maybe even die. In this layout, we kind of just have to accept the fact that we're going to have to tank Mama Dial for 2,000 HP or 2,500. I don't know what the full amount is, but she's eaten that tree 3 times. Believe you and me. In this layout, you can actually stand right here. Mama's a bit too wide to fit through this, so we do have like a safe spot for all of this. I'm going to show off something else for Tightrope Room as well that you can do. Even though it's not good, I shouldn't be doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just for this one raid. I'm not going to do it in future ones, though. I want to make sure only one is taking over that tile right there. Nice. So now the chins are going to need to be on long range. You want to be one off the wall right here. Walk on in. Now only one of them is hitting you, and you're chinning all 3. All right, chinning all of them took about close to 150 chins. So you want to chin the rope and chin the shamans. 250 per raid, just to give you a little bit of extra speed. Is it worth it? Probably not, but it's fun. Now you might notice there's a lot of stamina in my inventory. I don't know if I need all 6. I probably only need like 3, but we're over-preparing and then going with the flow. I can flick a lot in here, and like that's fine. 4 of each will actually get us through because this Ulm is gonna be practically 0 damage. We bin some of the switches. We don't have the magic cape or the magic hat, but that's fine. We can dip them. The Ulm fight is about 40 minutes for this kind of thing. Now it's time for a lot of flicking. Recalibrate. Ah, I'm on long range. Like, why is it not working? What am I doing wrong here? Now welcome to 4-0, and a lot of it. As long as the throw hits here, we get to keep the nice... Yes, we get the 6-0 rotation. He looks left again. Ah, beautiful. Honestly, the hardest part about this is remembering to summon a fucking thrall. Fucking Fries in the Bag just logged out. I said this was gonna happen. I'd lose my scout because I forget to click on him, man. On the bright side, we took no damage all of phase 2. Ulm didn't get to do a single attack on us. Now the fun part, doing Ulm wearing jeans. Dude, please. Once I get down to 2 Brutoses, we're going to be doing a very slow way of killing Ulm, but effective. Well, now I know I don't need this many fucking stems. Oh! I lost 50,000 points off of that. Alright, this is like the first one I've done in ages, so bear with me, please. The worst part about this is like I'm not overloaded anymore. Alright, so if we take in 5 stams next time, it 100% covers the whole raid, even if we have like a little bit of scuff or like slow phases or something. Alright, we lost 50,000 points, but here's the thing. If I get a purple, it doesn't matter, because it would have been 50k points wasted if you think about it that way. If I get a normal drop, then it sucks, because I lose all those supplies. Come on, buddy. Thank you. And it's white. So we just burned a bunch of supplies. We burned even more supplies because the relic took over. I think I'll put this on prayer, thank you. Wow, new PB for 7, man. Alright, so we got the swing of things back. Let's give this another go. Alright, so this one's gonna take maybe a little bit longer than that one, or maybe the same time, because it did dilly-dally a lot. But there's an extra room in this one. We're gonna be doing 4 combat rooms instead of 3 this time, so it makes the raid a bit longer. But we'll probably see the point counter hit lots if I don't burger that again. We get to see all the numbers out of it. I can take in 3 restores and 5 brews and probably just barrel through all of head phase if I don't make any grave mistakes on the first 3 phases. So this should be a lot faster now overall. And this is what it looks like when you forget your arc light. Time to karate chop action our way to victory. I'm just gonna bring Arclight on a node puzzles from now on. This is not it. Oh, 33! This is it. This is the tech. It's karate chop. Wait, I'm stabbing the air when I do that. Wait, look. Now Vanguard is a super easy room. Give them more HP, you can never reset them unless you fall asleep at the wheel. This time, we're bringing 6 brews, 3 restores, 5 staminas. The ratios are a bit better now. We have 2 brews more than last time. We're not going to be making silly mistakes on phase 1 where our trident is on long range, as we see it's on short range. Crossbow is on rapid. Everything's good. Let's go get a purple, huh? Alright, it's pretty much the perfect amount of doses. Very well timed, Ruby. Very well timed, Ruby. That's where they all went. I'm wondering where the hell they were this whole fight. It was just saving them for the end. Silly me. Give me a purple. That is going to be a lot of supplies, though. 137,000 points. It's only 131,000 worth of items, but it is 65,000 worth of items. That's 84 grimy snapdragons, and this thing ate up the other reward. So that one was like nearing the 2-hour mark, but this one's gonna be a fair bit faster because there's one less combat room and one of the puzzles is crabs, so it's gonna fucking zoom. All right, so this looks bad. I'm entering one with 48 minutes. This is probably like one of the faster times I can get without chins. Yeah, we got phase 3 with both hammers landing. It's a good time. And it's white again. Hour 32 for 4 points worth of raids. And 4 raids were, oh my goodness, that's a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, I have tacits. This is what I gave up the Blue Moon tacits for. Yep, it's all part of the master plan, so I can hit zeros with this now. There's like so many things I need to put sticky notes on for now when doing these. It's like, oh, don't forget to switch out your Eclipse tacits for Blue Moon tacits when going into Ulm. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. Gimme. Whoa. Note to self, never forget. Never forget the Blue Moon tacits again. Yo, look at how many Renars I just got. Look at that. That's better than the purple, honestly. That's fucking sick. We got noted snaps and noted Renars. All right, good. I can afford a beer. We're going to show off some technology. Now, repairing this is stupidly expensive. I'm about to just, like, torch my whole cash stack. However, 2.4 million to repair all. Just save, like, 100k here, I think. 2.34 to repair all. Now I'm fucking broke again. One of them spawned inside the fucking wall, dude. He went on the other. He went through the wall. What the fuck? Last raid of the night is a purple. No, it isn't. 137,000 points. Max amount of. I'm not even mad at that. I see grimy Renars in there. 2 Renar drops in one night.
Hey man, I just got back from my 2-week vacation to England. Can I have my spot back?
Nope.
There it is. 93 crafting in a box. Time to get comfortable. First things first. 83 Herblore. Now look at all our prayer restore potions. Look at that. Look at that, man. Alright, so we're currently studying a smithing bot that I found here while we're crafting all these light orbs. The date is August 18th, and he has 103 smithing currently. So when this video comes out, we're gonna look him up again and see if he gets banned. Probably not, though. One more to go. One more to go. Actually, the last one on the inventory. Ah! I've smoked so much glass at this bank. Now I can go get high off stews. There it is. I have no problems with that. Well, you got it so fast that my cat did not turn evil. Slap it in there, make the orange circle, and the crafting part's done. So it's blood, soul, and cosmic to enchant, and up this unnecessary menu. And we now have the Amulet of Torture on the hardcore Iron Man. Unfortunately, this means our Strength Amulet, no more. Bye-bye, Strength Amulet. All right, now, with our new Torture in tow, time to go have some fun and raid until we get our next purple. Servers are cooked? What makes you say that? I don't think they're cooked. I think they're fine. All right, even with Torture, like, we're pretty much getting right when my last overload wears off, but I felt the difference over Strength Amulet. And here's all the rubies at the end, as always. I didn't really feel the effect with the Dragon Warhammer, but the whip I definitely felt a difference. And looks like the loot is not really feeling the difference either. Oh, that's gross. New PB, 7-man. All right. Hey, look. Torture diff. How realistic is it to finish this unpotted with 38 run energy without having to sip a stam, I wonder? Come on, Ruby Bolts. I know you can work. Thank you. Why are we rubying when it's that much HP? Stop it. Stop it right now. Give me some money. Nice. Oh! Oh, look at all those soul runes. Oh, look at all those diamonds that don't really matter anymore because we're not into crafting, but man, those soul runes. 6 birds is like actually so cozy for this. All right, come on, show me a purple to end the night. You fucking suck. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, and there it is. The 12 Snapdragon Seed drop. Close out my night with a nice big old purple loot beam, please. Boo. We're fucking saved on the Blood Rune front now. Huge. Gotten this twice tonight, though. It's bullshit. We not yet? Oh, we nattied the speed. I even missed a tick like before second flowers. It's actually so big, I never have to come back here anymore. Like when we actually start proper grinding DAs. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not in a PvP world. What the little meeting of the minds going on over here? There is 90 farming. I think I get nothing out of it. Let's have a little peek. I can almost get 3 magic roots. That's big. Okay, so now I can start getting the redwood contracts. I have one pre-planted because I pied for it, but now I can start getting properly janed. One more level and we can plant a second one. I gotta think of where we're putting the second tree pretty soon. Oh god, the inventory looks like an absolute mess. It looks so gross. Got the right bolts? Nice, and we're getting in here like before 45 minutes. This is definitely my fastest entry in one of these. Alright, we kept it under an hour and a half. This is definitely the fastest one I've done so far. And... not rewarded for the speed on this one. Unlucky. You see a lot of runite ore for the future, but that's not really good now. And these aren't really that good either, because crafting's done, sadly. Nice ruby. Alright, get up close and personal with the light. That doesn't look right. Nice, I got ganked by 30 quarm seeds. Let's go. 79. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Dude, he's getting Omega. Please, die!
Oh, okay, Peanut.
He comes back. His Peanut bark.
No!
Oh, this God Sword sucks.
No!
Go on, man, we might not see you.
Good chilling, bro. He's AFK. I'm giving an account.
Imagine if we were
Let's go!
Oh, of course, now the 59 happens. 31k, fucking worth my time, baby. I've got an Oblivion PVM event coming up for a couple of days. You know what that means. Bottom left of the monitor guy. The event is over. We went from 78 to 80 mining, 21,000 bone shards to show for it. So from one mining content to another, in the age of smelting a bunch of addy/rune bars from Blast Furnace, almost among us. Now this thing does cost 100 golden nuggets, and it might look like I don't have enough in my inventory, but if you look real close, I actually do. Before anyone freaks out, I'll leak the other goals in the future. None of it involves a full prospector's outfit at all. It doesn't matter. I just needed the hat for the Falador diary, and now I have the only useful thing from here, so I can leave. And for anyone that's going to freak out about me selling Graceful, same thing, don't worry. I don't need full Graceful for anything, especially after the run energy changes. But guess what? This sells... oh, I'm 1 mark short of an extra. Oh. Surely there's some diaries where it's like, oh, run 1 lap somewhere. I get a mark from that. This also means... I have more stand pots now. All good. And we could make the staminas to do some more chambers to end this video on my 3rd purple if the servers could stay alive for longer than 1 minute. But you can't guess what week this was recorded on. 1 inventory, I got 10 extra doses. Look at it. Beautiful. 79. Nothing to see here. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Alright, I think the cape makes a difference because I'm overloaded when the raid ends. And I'm not rewarded, unfortunately. Come on, end the dry streak. Be a nice little Olm. Be a good guy. Boo, he's a bad guy. 400 herbs. Alright, I checked and made sure. Collection log pop-up is off. So I'm gonna do that thing that gets everybody mad if it doesn't work. I'm gonna do that thing that makes everybody mad if it doesn't work. We're gonna walk. It's the last time I do it, probably for a couple of days at least. See? It doesn't work. New PB! Nice! I think it's like the most rubies I've had in an Olm, and also like one of the most annoying Olms I've ever fought. This is a huge PB though, for one of these. Oh my god, give me a purple, please. Thank you! Thank you. Collection log's off, so it could be anything. It could even be a dupe. Please don't be one of the 2 things I have. I've got to go to MTA. Oh!